Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise and give you the real insights you need.
That's the goal.
And today we're digging into something huge. Sustainability. It's way past being just a buzzword now, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. With everything happening globally, climate challenges,
Hmm.
it's just becoming fundamental for businesses, for us as individuals.
It really feels non-negotiable. We're seeing priorities shift, economic models being rethought,
Exactly. The old ways, they just don't work anymore. It's a complete redefinition happening.
which leads us right into our main topic today. The Master of Science in Sustainability Transformation at Essec Business School.
Right. We've gathered quite a bit of material, program guides, articles, you name it, to really unpack this.
Our mission, then, is to understand how a top business school like ESCC is actually equipping leaders for this shift. Not just talking theory, but driving real change.
Yeah, we want to look at their specific approach, what students are actually learning, and, what kind of impact these graduates are making out there.
Okay, so to really get a handle on how ESCC shapes these leaders, we probably need to start at the beginning, right? Their foundation, their philosophy.
Good place to start.
So ESCC Business School, founded way back in 1907. They call themselves a world school with French roots. But what really jumped out at me is their core purpose, to infuse tomorrow's leadership with meaning. That's a pretty strong guiding principle.
It really is. And that foundation, it's solid. They've got the Triple Crown accreditations, EQAs, ACSB,
Yeah.
ABA.
Yes, the big three. That signals serious quality on a global level, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's the highest benchmark, really. It speaks volumes about their faculty, the relevance of their programs, student outcomes, sets them apart.
And their educational model is interesting, too. Education by experiences.
Yeah, that's key. They blend the cutting-edge knowledge, sure, but also the practical know-how, the life skills. The idea is to empower students to, well, their words, imagine, create, lead, and have a positive impact.
So it's action-oriented, which brings us to this term they use, responsible leader. What does that actually mean in their context?
Well, based on the sources, it's more than just, being ethical. It's about seeing beyond the usual business metrics.
Like short-term profits.
Exactly. Valuing long-term benefits over short-term gains. And, crucially, blending corporate performance with employee well-being. It's quite a holistic view.
Okay, so how do they actually teach that? It sounds great, but how do you cultivate it?
Good question. Their teaching style, the pedagogy, seems vital. They focus on developing creative and critical thinking. And it's combined with that learning by doing method we mentioned.
So applying it, not just memorizing it.
Precisely. It's about tackling real problems, seeing the bigger picture, the societal impact, which is, well, essential for sustainability, right?
Makes sense. And ESSE isn't just teaching this stuff, they're actively doing it themselves. This ESC Together initiative, launched in 2020.
Right, that's their big institutional commitment. It's pretty comprehensive. They put environmental courses into all their programs.
Not just the specialized ones.
No, across the board. And they're changing their own processes, making them more eco-friendly. Plus, they have that target, reducing their carbon footprint by 25% by 2025.
That's quite specific. And it seems to be getting notice.
It has. They were ranked the #1 school in France for sustainability actions 2 years running. By Change Now, Les Echos, Deloitte. That's serious external validation.
So it feels like a natural step then, launching this dedicated MSc in sustainability transformation back in 2021.
Exactly. It flows directly from that commitment. The sources say it was designed to meet that growing need for people who can handle the complexity, build that holistic vision needed for real transformation.
Okay, so we have the foundation, the commitment. Let's zoom in on the MSc program itself. How does it actually work?
All right, so it's a 1-year program. Pretty intensive.
1 year, okay.
Taught entirely in English. Intake is at the end of August, and it's based at their main historical campus in Cergy, near Paris.
And it's officially an MSc, accredited by the Conférence des Grandes Écoles.
Correct. What seems unique is how it mixes that core management knowledge, finance, strategy, etc., with a really deep understanding of current social and environmental issues.
And they keep mentioning this proximity to the professional world.
Yeah, that seems to be a big emphasis, making sure it's not just academic theory, but connected to how things actually work in companies and organizations.
I was really struck by the learning expeditions they describe. That sounds like more than just a field trip.
It does. The examples are pretty immersive, living in an eco-community, exploring sustainability initiatives down the south of France, visiting factories.
Wow.
It sounds like they're designed to really get students out of their comfort zones, see things firsthand, internalize the complexities.
Okay, and the curriculum itself, how's it structured over the year?
It's basically 2 semesters. Semester 1, running from late August to mid-December, is about building the foundations.
So the basics.
Kind of, but pretty advanced basics. Courses like sustainability economics, sustainable finance, sustainability accounting, responsible marketing. Also fundamentals of sustainability, energy transition, diversity in the workplace. It covers a lot of ground.
Right, getting everyone on the same page with the core concepts and tools.
Exactly. Then, semester 2, which goes from mid-January to early June, shifts gears. The focus becomes sustainability transformation itself.
Ah, so moving from understanding to doing.
Precisely. You get these pillar courses like Strategy for Sustainability Transformation, Environmental Impact Assessment and Transformation, really equipping students with frameworks for change.
And then within that, students can specialize further, right?
Yeah.
Through majors.
Yes, there are 3 distinct majors which allow for a deeper dive.
Okay, what are they?
First is Management and Consultancy. This sounds like it prepares you for roles like a sustainability consultant or a CSR manager.
So advising companies, developing strategies.
Yeah, assessing where a company is, advising on improvements, crafting the actual strategy.
Got it. Major number 2.
That's Finance, Analytics, and Reporting. This is geared towards roles like Sustainability Auditor or ESG Analyst.
ESG, environmental, social governance. That's huge now.
Absolutely. So this major focuses on the measurement, the reporting, the analysis side of things, using data to inform strategy and investment decisions. Crucial skills.
Definitely. And the third major.
It's called the chair specialization. This is quite unique to ESCC, it seems. A chair is basically a partnership
Between who?
between ESC faculty and corporate sponsors. They work together on research, networking, and training in a specific area.
Interesting. So students pick a chair.
Exactly. They can specialize in areas like circular economy, food business and transition, climate, biodiversity and water. That one's in French. Same for social business. But others like diversity and inclusion and sustainable finance are options too. It shows real depth.
So lots of ways to tailor the program. Now, ESCC calls itself a world school. How does that play out beyond the curriculum?
Well, their physical presence is significant. You've got the main campus in Cergy, another in Paris La Défense for executive education,
All right.
but also Singapore, their Asia-Pacific hub since 2005, and Rabat in Morocco, the gateway to Africa.
So students might actually spend time at different campuses or just benefit from the global perspective.
The structure allows students to potentially immerse themselves in different cultures and gain that international expertise directly. It's built into the school's DNA.
And that leads to a global network, I imagine.
A huge one. Over 100 partner universities in 50 countries. Plus, 31 double-degree programs, most of them international. It's incredibly connected.
And you really see that reflected in who's actually in the MSc program, right? The class profile stats were quite striking.
They really were. Average age is 25.
Yeah.
67% women, which is notable.
Yeah.
And 59% international students. Over 100 nationalities represented in the broader ESCC student body. That makes for a genuinely multicultural classroom.
Imagine the different perspectives people bring to discussions about global sustainability challenges.
Exactly. And that extends beyond the classroom, too. There's a really vibrant student life. Over 100 clubs and organizations.
Covering everything.
Pretty much. Sports, cultural stuff, humanitarian work, civic engagement.
And I noticed specific sustainability focus groups, too.
Yes. Like Neues Essec, Alma Essec, and Actus Essec. It shows students are actively engaging with these themes outside of their coursework, driving projects, making an impact.
That's great to see. And this network doesn't just disappear after graduation, right? The alumni community sounds powerful.
Very. They talk about a close-knit community, over 74,000 members around the globe.
Wow.
And it's presented as more than just contacts. It's a resource for lifelong learning, sharing experiences, organizing events.
There was that example, Jenny Vocheva, an alumna who helped set up Career Wednesdays.
Right. A student-led initiative supported by the program. They bring in sustainability leaders each week so current students can hear directly about their career paths, ask questions.
That's brilliant. Peer learning combined with direct access to professionals in the field.
It really shows that alumni engagement in action.
Okay, so fantastic preparation, global network, hands-on experience. What does this translate to in terms of careers after the program, the outcomes?
Well, the numbers are pretty compelling. Get this. 79% of graduates find their first job before they even graduate.
79%. That's incredibly high.
It is. And the remaining 21%, they find a job within 1 to 3 months after graduation. So basically, everyone lands on their feet very quickly.
That speaks volumes about the demand and the preparation. And are these mostly jobs in France?
Actually, no. It's very international.
Yep.
82% of graduates hold internationally oriented positions.
82%.
And 23% actually work outside their home country. So it really is launching global careers.
And ESCC helps them get there, presumably, with career services.
Oh, absolutely. The support system looks extensive. Ongoing guidance, personal coaching, one-on-one counseling, workshops, mock interviews, plus lots of chances to meet recruiters and industry leaders directly.
They really seem to cover all the bases for career prep.
They do. And the scale of opportunity is impressive, too. They mention access to 25,000 exclusive job postings each year.
25,000 exclusively for ESAC students.
Seems so. And over 450 meetings with recruiters annually. That's a constant stream of connections.
And they even have dedicated career fairs like the Forum des Métiers Impact.
Yeah, that one specifically focuses on organizations with social and environmental goals. So you'll find consulting firms specializing in sustainability, responsible finance companies, big corporations, CSR departments, all in one place.
Tailored opportunities. What kind of roles are graduates actually getting?
It's quite diverse. The examples listed include sustainability consultant, ESG analyst, CSR manager, energy and climate consultant, carbon data analyst, roles that really require that specialized knowledge.
And which sectors are hiring them the most?
Consulting is the biggest chunk, 41%. Then banking, insurance, and energy environment are tied at 14% each. So a strong showing in key areas driving sustainability.
It's useful to hear those specifics, and the alumni testimonials really back this up, don't they?
They do. Like Anupama Nair, who said the program was invaluable for understanding sustainability from both a business and a French perspective. She also mentioned the school's brand value and networks being key for her career.
Right. And Matteo Mazieres.
He talked about gaining frameworks and tools he uses every day, plus crucial networking opportunities that helped him launch his career.
And Alexander Devalt's point about developing interpersonal skills, not just knowledge.
Yes, that holistic approach again. It seems they're really focused on building well-rounded, effective leaders, not just subject matter experts.
Okay, this all sounds incredibly promising. Let's shift to the practical side for anyone listening who might be interested. Admissions, costs.
Sure. It is a selective program, as you'd expect.
Right.
They're looking for high-potential people, usually with a 4-year bachelor's degree minimum or a master's.
And they're looking for specific qualities beyond academics.
Definitely. Engagement and social responsibility, a drive to make an impact, an international outlook, and, importantly, leadership potential.
Is there any flexibility if someone doesn't have the exact degree but has experience?
Yes, there is. They mentioned a pathway for candidates with at least 5 years of relevant professional experience. It's considered on an exceptional basis using something called the VAPP procedure.
VAPP?
It's a French system for validating prior professional and personal experience for university admission. Up to 40% of the cohort could potentially come through this route.
Good to know. And basic application requirements.
An online application file, mainly, and typically an English test score like TOEFL 90 or IELTS 6.5.
But there's a waiver?
Yes, if you've already done at least 3 years of higher education entirely in English, you don't need the test score.
Okay, let's talk money. What are the costs involved for, say, the 2025 intake?
For European Union citizens, the tuition is $24,421. For non-EU citizens, it's $27,600.
Right, and there's a deposit.
Yes, a $5,000 non-refundable deposit, which counts towards the total tuition, plus an additional service fee around $2,150 for EU, $2,250 for non-EU.
Okay, so tuition plus fees. What about living expenses in Sergi?
They estimate between $1,300 and $2,000 per month. Depends on your lifestyle, obviously.
Standard range for France. Now, financing this, are there scholarships?
Yes, ESCC offers academic excellence or diversity scholarships, and these can cover up to 50% of the tuition fees.
Half the tuition. That's significant. Do you need a separate application?
No, which is great. They say it's awarded automatically based on the overall quality of your main application, so your profile, your experience, potential.
That simplifies things. Are there other ways to finance it?
They list a few other options. Prodigy Finance is mentioned, bank loans, specific U.S. loan programs, and also the potential for student jobs. So several avenues to explore.
Okay, good to know there are options.
Definitely.
So that brings us pretty much full circle on this deep dive. Our aim was to really unpack ESCC's approach to training sustainability leaders.
And I think we've seen how comprehensive it is. The academic side, the practical experiences, the global network, the career support. It's all interconnected.
Yeah, it feels less like just a master's program and more like a launch pad for impact. They really seem focused on creating leaders who can navigate this complex transition.
It definitely goes beyond just the facts and figures. It gives you a real sense of what leading with purpose might actually look like in the business world today.
Absolutely. Which leads to a final thought for you, the listener, thinking about Essec's core idea of responsible leadership.
Hmm.
Valuing long-term benefits, blending profit with well-being.
Hmm.
How might those principles reshape things, not just in sustainability, but maybe in any industry, any field you're involved in? Something to maybe chew on after this.